Hi, my name is Brian with Ace Appliance in Toledo, Ohio, and welcome back to another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com.
We have a Maytag dishwasher. The complaint was that it wasn't starting. The control board wouldn't accept any button presses, no lights, no nothing. So when we got here, it is working, and the lights are working, the buttons are working. It will start up. Another complaint is that we're getting water that's leaking from the console area up front here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to first open this up and take a look at the connections, make sure there's not any loose connections, anything like that, and try and find out where the water's leaking from. The tools that we're going to need for this repair are a 1/4-inch nut driver, Phillips screw or drill bit, and a Torx screwdriver. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do to get inside of the control panel there is we're going to take all of our screws out to separate the inner door frame from the liner from the outer door. Take these screws out. They are star bits, or I think they're called Torx screws. I'm not sure the exact size on these ones. Alright, now that we got the screws out, we can separate the panel here and get inside to our control board. Our control board, our door latch, switches, and the vent here. First thing I want to do is I'm just going to check the resistance reading on our vent here. I'm going to disconnect our wiring. I'm just going to place a small screwdriver through the latch here to hold this door in place, or the inner liner in place. So to check the vent, you want to put your meter on your ohm scale and then go to the two terminals. And you should get a resistance reading. I'm not sure at this point what the reading should be. That would be on your tech sheet. I'm sure it's in the thousands of ohms for the solenoid here. And I am getting that it's open or no continuity, which would mean we have a bad vent motor here. Alright, so I'm going to look for the tech sheet, which is usually underneath the bottom panel here, to get a proper reading of what that vent motor is supposed to read, ohms. There's two Phillips screws to take out, and then you can take your two pieces of your bottom toe kick panel off. Alright, I'm going to open the control panel here. It has a 1/4-inch screw down inside here to take off. We're just going to take a look at the control board and make sure all of our connections are tight. See if there's anything causing it to not start up or lose power to the unit. Of course, you want to disconnect power to the unit before you do this. All of our connections are good on the control board. I don't see any visual damage to the control board. You want to just check for any burnt marks, any damages or anything like that, any moisture or water that could get on the control board. Everything here looks good. You want to inspect your wiring, make sure there's no cuts or breaks or pinches in the wiring anywhere. That could be causing a power loss issue. And also, this is our door latch mechanism, which has two switches. on the latch here. When you close the door, the switches close and then send power throughout the unit. So you just want to check these connections and make sure also that they're tight and that your latch is operating correctly. And that all looks good there. So we're going to put this back together now and run it through a test. Turn it on, turn it off a couple times and make sure we have power and that there's no issues. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is just put our cover back on for the control board. Has a couple tabs on the back side here that are going to go into those slots, and then we can put our 1/4" screw back through. And we've already reconnected our vent wires here. So the next step is going to be just to reassemble the inner liner. Alright, so we're going to place our liner back on, line it up good with the frame, and start putting our torque screws back in place. Alright, so now with it back together, we're going to close the door and start a cycle. I'm just going to put it onto a rinse here and hit the start button. And we're going to check and make sure everything's working properly, and check and make sure we don't have any leaks.
Thank you for watching another quality video from ApplianceVideo.com.